Assalamualaikum and a very good day. My name is Shakira Natasya binti Muhammad NAYAN. My metric number is 299184. I'm from Group 5 and today I will be presenting about our research title, which is Factor Influencing the Demand for Coffee among Universiti UTARA Malaysia students. Let's begin with chapter 1, especially the problem statement. We all know coffee has become more than just a drink. It is a global culture. So in Malaysia, coffee consumption has risen from 625,000 bags in 2013 to 800,000 bags in 2022. For students, it serves as a stimulant for academic endurance and a tool for socialization. However, here is the problem. Most existing research focuses on general consumers or urban population. There is a lack of specific research that isolates the factors influencing student demand in a campus setting like UM. Why does this matter? Because students are unique. They face strict financial constraints. We need to understand how the price effect, income effect, and substitution effect, especially impact students who rely on limited allowances. Without this data, campus businesses cannot optimize their strategies, and we cannot fully understand youth economic behavior. To address this problem, our study poses three main research questions, which is RQ1, do differences in gender influence the income, price, and substitution factors for coffee demand? And RQ2, do differences in average monthly allowance influence these factors? And the last one, do income, price, and substitution factors have a significant relationship with the demand for coffee among UM students? Correspondingly, our research objectives are to examine the influence of gender on these economic factors, to examine how variation in monthly allowance impact coffee demand factors, and the last one, to determine the significant relationship between income, price, and substitute product on the total demand for coffee. Moving on to the chapter 2, the main theory guiding this study is the theory of consumer choice. So this theory explains how consumers, in this case students, make choices based on two things, which is their preference and their budget constraint. So since students have limited income, they try to maximize their satisfaction utility. The theory predicts that if a student's income increase, their demand for normal goods like coffee should increase. Conversely, if their budget is tight, they will switch to cheaper substitutes. This framework is essential for explaining the behavior of UM students. Our study is supported by several key papers. First, Al-Fawaz found that family income is a major predictor of coffee consumption frequencies among university students. And second, Gosprey highlighted that price changes cause an immediate reduction in demand, especially for those with tight budget. And the third, Jamal confirmed the substitution effect, showing that Malaysian students often switch to tea or Milo when coffee prices rise. For chapter 3, the methodology. First, research design. This is a quantitative study using a survey method. And population. The population covers all UM undergraduate and postgraduate students. So we use instrument an online questionnaire distributed via WhatsApp and Telegram, and we utilizes SPSS version 25 to run independent sample tests, one-way ANOVA, and multiple regression analysis to answer our research question. Now let's move to the most important part, which is chapter 4, data analysis and findings. We analyzed 103 valid responses. So demographically, the majority were female, which is 52.6%, and most were year 3 students are 43%. Financially, the primary source of income was PTPTN, which is 31.6%. So looking at the descriptive statistic, the mean score for all variables were high, above 4.0, indicating agree. So price sensitivity had the highest mean at 4.19. This confirmed that students are indeed very sensitive to price change. So substitution goods are followed at 4.17, meaning students are actively considered alternative like tea or Milo. Now for the hypothesis testing result, this is where it gets interesting. First, for RQ1 and RQ2, regarding gender and allowance, we performed t-test and ANOVA. Surprisingly, we found no significant difference between genders and no significant difference based on source of allowance, which is PTPTN versus parents or others. So this means that whether you are male or female or funded by PTPTN or parents, the student budget mindset prevails. Everyone faces similar economic constraints. Next, for RQ3, regarding relationship multiple regression, the model explained 64% of the variance in coffee demand, which is R squared 2 equal to 0.640. So for income factor, we found a significant positive impact, which is P less than 0.001. This was the strongest predictor. When students have money, they drink coffee for substitution good. This was also significant, P equal to 0.033. The availability of other drinks directly affect coffee demand. So price sensitivity, interestingly, in this regression model, price sensitivity was not statistically significant, which is P equal 0.502. So this suggests that while students care about price, as seen in the descriptive stats, their actual demand is driven more by the income ability and the option to substitute. Our study confirms that income is the most critical determinant of coffee demand among UM students. The findings support the economic theory that coffee is treated as normal good. Demand rises with income. We also found that demographic, gender or allowance source do not change consumption behavior. So for recommendation, especially for campus vendors, since the substitution effect is significant, they must be careful with pricing. If coffee is too expensive, students will switch to tea or Milo. So we recommended utilizing combo deals or loyalty program to retain student demand. So that's the conclusion. Thank you.